Hi everyone, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. Now today I've decided to do a Q&A, seeing as I haven't done one of these in about 2 years or something stupid. So yeah, I posted on my Instagram last night asking if you guys have any questions for me, then drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. So today is that day. I'm going to jump in the 458 and yeah, let's get answering these questions. Right. In the car now. Cold start. Right, so I have my phone here, which has all of the questions on. So yeah, let's get started. So first off, Ray4NZ asks, how long ago did you start your Instagram? Now according to this, which was posted on the 20th of July 2013, this was the first photo I ever posted on my Instagram. So I guess the 20th of July was when it all started. Right, next up, TS Auto Photos asks, what are your thoughts on the P1LM? In brackets, this is your prime opportunity to put some P1LM clips in the video. Well, as you may know, if you saw my Festival Speed movie, I did in fact see a P1LM there. And so Toby, here are some clips.
Dominated by these big bales either side of the course.
So what do I think of it? Well, to be honest, I can't exactly dislike it because that's probably one of the most crazy cars you can put a number plate on in existence. It is unreal how that thing is road legal, but it is. I'm not complaining. It's pretty cool. I like the updated aero that they've done. It's pretty much a slightly more hardcore version of the P1 GTR, if you didn't know already. It's like the subtle changes, which I like. There are a few things I don't like about it. Now, Toby, please don't kill me, okay? I'm just getting both sides of the spectrum here. One of them is the steering wheel. I know they have to do that to make it easier to use on the road or whatever. You're going to correct me that that's not the reason. But I think it looks like something you see on a go-kart. It's a bit meh, but it's still pretty cool. And the other thing is the colour on the specific P1LM that I've seen. I know it's meant to replicate some historic F1 or something, but I think that a car as crazy as that needs an equally crazy colour, if that makes sense. Still, it's an insane car. I do love it, and hopefully I shall see more of them soon. Right, so next up, blonde_automotive asks, how would you spec an R35 GTR? Blue isn't an option. Well, Ellen, it would be an option. Basically, if you don't know me, I have a slight obsession with anything that's blue. Although blue does look good on the GTR. You don't see many of them in blue, to be fair. But I think the spec that I would go for on an R35 would be one of two things. Matte grey, because I want to make it look like a Nismo, because I think that just looks sick. I'd probably put the red pinstripes on it, obviously gloss black wheels, and probably some stupid aftermarket exhaust. The other option I'd probably choose is like a satin dark red, or like a gloss dark red, like a candy apple red or something like that. I don't know, I can just imagine it looking pretty cool, obviously with gloss black wheels, probably some custom tyres, stick a few custom tyres on there because, you know, why not? So yeah, there you go, that's probably what I'd choose. Right, next up, Zach Yusevich asks, if you could choose one co-worker, would it be A, Miguel, or B, Harambe? Well, this is the kind of thing where only you're going to get it, Zach, among a few others. But for the sake of everyone else watching, I'd probably just choose Harambe because they actually know who that is, whereas Miguel is just an inside joke. Right, so next up, rw.carphotography asks, what lenses do I use? Now I have two lenses for my D800E, if you didn't know, that's what camera I use. One is the 28 to 300mm lens. I got that when I first got the camera. It wasn't like a bundle package thing where you get a lens with the body. I bought it separately, but I chose that one purely because of the zoom. I thought it would be more useful. I use that mainly for panning shots, and to be honest, that's about it. The other lens I have is the 35mm, which is the lens I use more often. It's a slightly narrower angle lens compared to the 28 to 300, but I just find it more usable. The only thing I don't use it for, obviously, is panning, because it is so wide angle and you can't zoom. It's a fixed lens. So yeah, that's what I use. Right, so Eddie Farrer asks, are S1s life? Yes, is the simple question. I have a strange, weird obsession for Audi S1s. I don't know why I like them, I just do. It's just one of them things. I don't know if anyone here watching just has you just like something and you don't know why. That's me with S1s, but one day I will have an S1 because I like them. In fact, I love them. So yes, S1s are life. Alright, so next up, I don't really know how to say this name, so he asks, which car would you buy to replace the 458? Now obviously the 458 is not personally my car. It's my dad's car, obviously. I'm only 17. Why would I have a 458 at 17? If it was up to me, which it isn't, it's up to my dad, obviously. From here, I would get one of 3 cars. One would be the Speciale, because it's a suitable upgrade from the 458, obviously. The other would be a Hurricane, as I feel that it's a slight jump, although it's in the same league, so it'll still be suited to us. And the third would probably be an Aventador, because I've always loved the Aventador. Who doesn't love the Aventador? But yeah, like I said, it is not up to me at all. It's up to my dad. And right now, we're both absolutely loving this car. We've had it for 2 years, and it's just been incredible. But there will be a video coming out soon on my channel explaining about the future of what we're going to do, or possibly a future change. So make sure you are subscribed for that, and stay tuned, because hopefully that will be out very soon. Right, so moving on, JE Photography UK asks, what job do you want when you're older? Personally, I would love to do something to do with cars. I definitely want to carry on doing photography. Some of you may know I do sell the occasional photo. I do some slight commission work with photo shoots and whatnot. So I'm definitely going to carry on with that. But other than that, just anything car related, I'd be happy, to be fair. Because it's something I've always loved, obviously, as you can probably tell by what I've been doing for the past 3 years. So yeah, something car related is the simple answer. So Halves Cars asks, what car is CGT3 on now? Now you may remember our old number plate was in fact CGT3. It's been in the family for about 20-25 years, I think. But I'm not going to tell you what car it's on now, because in fact I'm actually filming a video saying exactly that, explaining what car it is on now today as well. So that video will be out a few days after this. So yeah, Johnny Douglas asks, when did you pick up your first camera and what makes snapping supercars special to you? Right, so before I actually did supercar photography, I took photos of nature. I was a nature photographer. Yeah, it was that dull. I was taking photos of trees and that. I basically, as I was growing up, just had an interest in photography. Got a Nikon D90, I think on my 12th birthday, something like that. As I was into it so much, I was posting stuff on Flickr, on a Facebook page, on a few social medias. And then I realised that I liked cars as well. I'd liked cars all my life. I've grown up around them. And I decided to put my love for photography and my love for cars together. And that's how Hampshire Photography was kind of born, I suppose. So what makes snapping cars special for me? The main reason, I say there's 2 reasons actually. One of which is I absolutely love sharing what cars I see, what shows I attend and whatnot to an audience, such as this, such as Instagram, such as Facebook, you name it. I absolutely love sharing my work with you guys. And also, I love seeing these cars. It is incredible to travel to places such as Monaco, Dublin, to see the Gumball, London, and all the shows around the UK just to see cars. Because I'm not just doing it to take photos of them, to put them online, to get likes. I'm doing it also because I absolutely love seeing them, hearing them, watching them do crazy stuff. And yeah, it's just something which I am just obsessed with, basically. I know that's quite sad, but yeah, that's pretty much why. So moving on, TC.Sportcars asks, if there was anything you would change on the 458, what would you change? Two things, one of which, an exhaust system. I know it sounds silly, this car already sounds incredible, as I'm going to show you right now. Stock exhaust is absolutely incredible, but with something like a Novitec exhaust, it would just sound crazy, and I'd be able to make some pretty cool videos with it. Second of all, probably the wheels. Now the wheels you've got on this car are obviously the silver ones. They aren't the standard ones, they are the bigger wheels. It's just, I think this style of wheel looks better in the diamond cut form or in like a gloss black form. UK Turismo asks, best car you've had a ride in? I've had a ride in quite a few cars actually. Probably the best one, probably the Aventador. I got up to 205 in that at VMAX. That was just incredible. I've always dreamt of having a ride in an Aventador, basically, and to go in one over 200 miles an hour was pretty special. Yeah. So Britain's _ Supercars asks, what got you into photography? Right, so how I was saying earlier about how I did nature photography first and then supercar photography, cut out the nature side. What got me into car photography? Right, so I've always grown up around cars due to what my dad does, and it kind of grew from that. I had a love for cars and I like photography, so I kind of combined the two. I watched people such as Shmee150, you'll all know who he is, and basically that's what inspired me to start. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I think Tim inspired a lot of people to start car spotting, to do the YouTube thing, to the Instagram thing, because he was kind of the first person doing it. So I have a lot to thank for him, seeing as this whole Hampshire photography thing, you know, that thing you're watching now, it's kind of come from that. Right, so Scoot Supercars asks, are you going to upgrade to 458? Now I briefly did a question similar to this earlier, but basically we don't really know yet. We're a bit on the fence at the moment because we've had the car for 2 years, we've had it for quite a while. We're wondering if we should change, but we love the car, it's absolutely amazing, and we don't really want to get rid of it. But there will be a video on my channel soon, kind of explaining the future of what we're thinking. So stay tuned for that, as that should be online pretty soon, like I said earlier. Next up, Max.Gardner asks, what first cars are you thinking after you pass your test? Now many of you will know I love the A1 and the S1. Obviously I can't get an S1 as my first car for insurance reasons, and they're like 25 grand. So yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to guess that before I even open my mouth to answer it. Basically, I have my eyes on A1s. Also, quick question, let me know in the comments if you want to see some sort of series when I get my first car, where it would be like the buying process, the like upgrades and the modifications kind of thing, and road trips and just car vlogs. If you want to see any of that, please let me know in the comments, as I'm kind of torn between whether I should do it or just keep my car out of the whole YouTube channel. So yeah, let me know in the comments because I want to know. A Milo Photo asks, what's so good about tyre writing? It just says it all, really. I just think that the letters on the tyres just finishes off a car. Any car that I see with tyre writing just works. It's one of them things, it's like S1s, I just have a weird obsession with it. But I'll put some photos on the screen now of just some of the cars I've seen with custom tyres. And I just think they just look amazing. Some people don't like custom tyres, I am aware of that, but yeah, I just love them. Yeah. Thomas Stoner Productions asks, what's your favourite car? Simple answer, F12 TDF. A lot of you will know that already, but I just absolutely love that car. When they were first released, I wasn't really too sure on them, about how they looked and that, but after seeing some, I absolutely love them. So Benz_Cars asks, what has been your best shoot so far, and also what's your best photo? For me, my best photo and my best shoot is the same. It was my shoot with two P1s. That was just incredible. I'm still shocked that I've actually had the opportunity to do that, but it's just insane. I'll link the video down below to my vlog with the two cars, if you haven't seen that already. But yeah, that is definitely my favourite photo, which I'll put on the screen now, and by miles my best photo shoot. KJJ Photo asks, which would you have of the Holy Trinity? So P1, 918 and LaFerrari. For me, it's between the P1 and the LAF. I'd probably go for the LAF, but the P1 is in a close second. Obviously, after having that experience with the two P1s, I just completely changed my mind about them. They're absolutely incredible cars. The 918 is still an amazing car, but I don't think it is really as special as the P1 and the LAF. I don't think the sound is as good. I don't think the looks are. I know that is debatable. The back, for me, is amazing. Just the front is a bit tame, I think. But yeah, LaFerrari for me, but the other two are still pretty amazing. Kieran.photo asks, what is the best day you've had as Hampshire Photography? But that is actually quite a difficult question to answer, because there's been multiple days that have been amazing when I've been doing Hampshire Photography. One of which, sorry to go back to it, the double P1 photo shoot. That is by far one of my highlights, I suppose. But just going to events such as the Goodwood Festival Speed and Top Marks Monaco, big events like that, which are just amazing because you see cars which you won't really see elsewhere, which is just incredible. So I suppose one of those three, I suppose. There isn't really a distinct standout day, I suppose, because most of the shows I go to are pretty incredible. Che_Wimbo asks, one car for the rest of your life, you can't sell it and it can't be an S1. Simple answer, F12 TDF. Sorted. BC_automotive, why Nikon? When I first got into cameras, when I got my first camera, it was a Nikon D90. Nikon is a brand which I've always had as my main camera, and they're amazing. I mean, I think Canon and Nikon are pretty much exactly the same, but because I've always had Nikons, I prefer the layout. I know how they work, I know where all the buttons are, compared to a Canon. So if I go from a Nikon now to a Canon, I feel like I'm back to square one with learning everything. But if I was to go from a Nikon to a Nikon, I kind of know the basic kind of layout and I kind of know where to go from it, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, Nikon and Canon are pretty much exactly the same. TJF.photo asks, what was your favourite Arab car in London this summer? Personally, it would probably be NASA's P1. I'll put a picture on the screen now, but I know it wasn't really in London just for this summer. It was here last year as well, but I missed it then. So obviously I only saw it a few weeks ago. So yeah, that would probably be the favourite Arab car that I've seen this summer. Leo_Walker asks, Lamborghini or Ferrari? To cut a long story short, I'd probably go Lamborghini. But say if you were to put this up against a Hurricane, I'd go for a Hurricane. If you were to put an F12 TDF up against, say, an SV, I'd go for a TDF. But if you put an F12 over an Aventador, I'd go for an Aventador. It's a bit split-sided. They're both insane manufacturers, but probably Lamborghini. The Northern Car Spotter 97 asks, I see you're definitely a supercar photographer, but what I want to know is, do you have any interest in classic cars at all? Yes, I do. Now, as a matter of fact, my dad does have a small collection of classic cars, which I've kind of kept separate from the whole YouTube channel and everything. But if you guys do want to see a video about the classic car collection, then let me know in the comments as well, as I am kind of thinking about putting a video out of the other cars. But yeah, let me know. So yeah, that is pretty much all I have time for now. I know this video is quite long, but I wanted to answer as many questions as I could, as I haven't done a Q&A in, I think, 2 years. But yeah, thank you very much for watching if you did get to the end. Also, thank you very much for submitting all your questions. If you want to see more Q&As, let me know in the comments down below, as I do quite enjoy doing them. I like responding to you guys for any queries you might have. But yeah, that is it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Please do leave a like if you have enjoyed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we are approaching 4,000 subscribers, which is pretty incredible. But yeah, that is it for me. Thank you very much for watching once again, and yeah, I shall see you in a video very soon.